Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my man, majority shareholder of Jimenez Oil, Mean and Green, Zach Elias. What's up, Zach?
Not much. Your new name should be Dr. Deep V, because that V is getting deeper every week. Next thing, it's just going to be like a little thing you got the Borat.
Who did that? Ben Stiller, I think, did that on SNL. But if you don't think that I did this intentionally to get under your nerves, you're crazy, right?
Not under my nerves. You got the bacon thing going on back here. It's a mess.
The bacon?
Yeah, like the sizzle bacon. Like it's all crispy and not smoothed out.
I trim a little bit.
If you say so.
Look, last week, it really wasn't that bad. And
it was a deepish V. Oh, did you freeze again? Oh, here we go. A man walks into a talent agent's office with his family and says, "Have I got an act for you?" Just to do the aristocrat.
That would be great.
I could stand for 20 minutes. Now, what do you got? Oh, God, you're freezing up again. So he says to the talent agent, this is going to become my Godfrey. A man walks in. God, I don't even need to do the voice. I just have the look.
We're doing these episodes live every Tuesday, 8:30 on Facebook. We'll put the episodes out for people to listen to every Saturday. A lot of other things in the pipe. It's a good time. I appreciate all the listeners. Also have a really fun...
I think it's in the pipeline. In the pipes means you're smoking the episode.
I know what I said.
Yes, you do.
Anyways, Zach, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Shana Tova.
I don't think you say Shana Tova for this.
I say Shana Tova every day and see where it goes.
Anyways, my friend, tell me, how was your New Year? Do you have a good time?
I did have a good time. We went up to middle of nowhere, Western Massachusetts, where my family has a stabbing cabin. What do they call it?
Cute.
No, not that. They have just a house. But nevertheless, we went skiing and got the little one up on skis again. She loves it.
She looks awesome. I saw the video. She is awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Firecracker out there. Except getting her off the chairlift was borderline impossible with just 40 pounds of dead weight in skis. As I pulled what the wrestlers would say, pulled his groin, as you say. Pretty much what it was. Getting her off, my everything before the waist down was just pulled. So it was fun to get her up there, and
I think it's really cool that if I actually was telling Julia this past weekend, like, for somebody that comes off as loud and aggressive as you're a good dad, and you really love your daughter, and it's a really cute thing.
She's loud and aggressive too. It's great.
I'm just saying, if I only knew you and never saw your social media presence with your daughter or see you interact with her, I would think that you probably beat her with a stick.
Well, I mean, I did read the Adrian Peterson book of parenting. Sometimes
what was that called?
Beat your kid with a stick. Or switched on, because they use the switch.
There it was. Like lights on, lights off. Doing these episodes live, for people who aren't a part of this, we have commenters. My sister jumped in to say first listener, which is like the douchiest thing ever when people comment like, "Oh, first, I said first." Like, you didn't say anything. You just said you were first. But your wife...
I appreciate her. She doesn't like me, so I'm trying to win her over.
It is good. So, and then your wife, who is confirming you're a good dad, so I think that's awesome. Before we get into your actual...
She put 2 wink emojis. That means I'm not a good dad.
Right before we were signing on here, I guess I'm a couple days late to the party, and when we talk about skiing, you always have to worry about accidents. Have you probably
on the mountain? Yeah.
You probably have never heard of Tom Segura, right?
Tom Segura?
You have no idea who he is?
Segura?
No. Tom Segura is, I would say, one of the funnier comedians that most people have never heard of. He runs in like the Joe Rogan circle, like the Bert Kreischer, Bill Burr you've heard of.
I like Bill Burr. I like Joe Rogan, I guess. I don't really know why he's so good at podcasting. What makes him famous?
It's very good. I could go on Rogan all day. I love Rogan for UFC. I love Rogan for his podcast. Not that big of a fan of his comedy. I see what he's doing. I get it. I respect him. It's just not for me, but we don't really need to get into that. Anyways, sir, when you have a couple of minutes later, Tom Segura is a large in size comedian who...
I'll never remember this. I gotta write it down. I'm that old pen to paper. I've got a little whiteboard at my desk that I can write everything down. Tom Segura. Huh?
The video has gone viral, and he was doing a slam dunk competition. One of those like rims they lowered to about 6 feet.
Fair enough.
He runs up to the rim, snaps his patella tendon, and I mean, you can hear it snap, reaching back, tries to brace himself, snaps his arm bone in half, and is on the ground. So, dude, I'm sorry.
I am gonna watch this, but that sounds horrible. It's like watching Kevin Ware snap his leg.
Do you know how many times I actually videotaped that and started my very first YouTube uploading that video? I love these things. I love them so much. Yes, they had Louisville basketball. Yes.
Ooh, difficult to watch.
For me, it is so funny, but do you know why he's a great comedian and a great person, in my opinion? Because the memes that have been made of him, I mean, you have to know that the still photo, he is on the ground cringing. His arm is facing the wrong thing. It is so bad. People have been, I mean, the internet is still undefeated, right? They have been making so many.
I see someone on the ground, athlete on the ground cringing. It's got to be Kerrigan or nothing. Why? For me, it's Kerrigan or bust.
I get it. As far as his picture that has been taken and turned into every meme that you can think of, he has reposted all those memes on his own Instagram, embracing how funny.
That's funny.
It's so good. And like, respect to him. I think that's awesome is my take, because I am also one of those people who, like, you know, if you're going to make fun of me, go for it. I love the hate. I love the trolling. But the best one that made me laugh, and I know you don't like me reporting the internet, is he did a picture, or probably reposted a picture on the ground, and they superimposed the guys from Jurassic Park where they're like saving the Triceratops.
Yeah.
Zach,
Oriana showed up. Why didn't we ever get to eat her cookies?
Eat her cookies? I tried to place an order with Oriana's oven and still waiting to hear back about my tiramisu cheesecake.
We're talking about baked goods, right? Not like eating
the Dutch oven. That's what we're talking about.
Oven, yeah.
So anyway, that is something that always makes me cringe, but it's worth looking up. Tom Segura at Instagram. Also, check out his comedy. His comedy is very, very good. Sir, tell me about your new. Actually,
I got time. I just
wait.
Yeah.
We forgot to drink. I'm so into this. All right,
Gambit, so I got time.
Very good.
Hey, two more of these things. These Maryland Bay water.
You're still drinking that Drek. I have a Hazy Bones Flying Fish Brewing Company. Hazy Bones. There you go. Release the Kraken.
This is Bay water.
Very good. Cheers to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I told you I had something. I told you I had something special planned for you. We're gonna go into this show, do the best we can. Coming live from backstage, our number one fan will be joining the pod. Hello, Samanda.
Hi.
How are you?
I couldn't hear what Zach said.
What makes her the number one fan?
Thank you. I'm excited. I do feel like I'm the number one fan. I'm glad it actually got recognized.
Who's on the back of that jersey?
Number two. Who's number two?
Bob Melvin?
Who?
Jay
Hardy. No. Anyways,
Melvin Moore. Is there anything in the back, or just a generic?
I just said JJ Hardy. You weren't listening, Zach.
JJ Hardy. Oh,
it is JJ Hardy, who was a Gold Glove winner for a while. Samanda, welcome to the show. I wanted to introduce you for a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and put you backstage until we bring you out for the trivia part of today's show.
She's going to torment me.
Yes, I am.
Because she's the family member that still finds me delightful.
She is, but Amanda's definitely one of our number one fans because she's been coming to all these lives. She's been participating in the comments. She listens to the episodes. It's very easy to get to my heart. Just give me some compliments, basically is how I work.
No deal. I'll call you daddy, but I won't compliment you.
All right, sir. Go on with your New Year's.
Oh, so my New Year's was Western Mass, and it was hanging out with the family. My mom was there and such, and I miss seasons. I miss like actual 4 seasons, like you could set your calendar to it. I started thinking about that. It was, hot as could be the other day, or in the 50s the other day. Barely ski weather. Skiing is like 2 weeks now. It used to start skiing in November. Back when I think
it's going to get colder as we go. I saw the forecast now is like 30s here in New York for the next week.
Long term, it's like until the day after tomorrow, but. Yeah, I know that it's not global warming, it's climate change, which I'm a huge believer in. It's nonsense. I hate watching those icebergs fall. I get like sad every time, like the Indian on the highway with the tear coming down. Native American. But no, it bothers me. I used to, that gets the shake? I can say Indian, but Native American, you shake me off? What kind of show is this?
Because if you're going to go full-blown terrible.
Chewing tobacco, just old school. Yeah, exactly. Julia, Redskins chewing tobacco. Snyder's favorite.
Snyder's.
And Daniel, yeah.
Very good. So, did you get? Go on.
Go on. No, you go.
Did you watch anything on New Year's up in your little cabin? Do you guys even have bunny ears?
No. Did we what? Have bunny ears? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the antenna so you can actually get television.
Oh, we have. No, we have satellite. No, we just recently got satellite internet because of the pandemic. I pissed and moaned and finally won. But so we just got internet up there. Did we watch anything? Yeah, well, we watched the Seacrest, Dick Clark nonsense, but we also watched like old movies, or old. So my mom brought up Mary Poppins, and was like sure my daughter was gonna love it.
Oh, new one or old one?
The original from like 60 whatever. Now, I remember liking it as a kid, as did my wife, as did my mom. I think that movie is parental inception because it's god awful. And the scene that everybody thinks about was Dick Van Dyke dancing with the penguins, and it's all fun and fluffy. First 20 minutes. The rest of the movie is a crash course in British banking, aristocracy, and like how 1800s England worked. And it's dull and it's boring. And the songs outside of three, everyone knows, don't land. It's 2.5 hours. After the first half hour, Zoe looks and goes, I don't like this movie. I'm bored. I said, no, it's a classic. It's a classic. It's really good. We made this kid, we tortured her for 2.5 hours. Midway through, we're all like, this movie really sucks. And everybody who I've asked recently goes, oh, yeah, Poppins is terrible. Why do we like it? We're told we liked it.
Yeah.
We're told it's
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is British for a shit movie. At the end of the day, there's plenty of these classics that don't land. And I think it's just that our parents told us that they're good. And like a lot of things. Why do you like that? Oh, my mom told me it's good. Or
well,
you can
I think it's just they put it in front of you and you listen to it and you listen to it and you listen to it, but it's like, it's good, not great. It's
no,
okay.
It's not. When's the last time you saw it? When you were 6 and your mom told you it was good because she had to go do something for 2.5 hours.
So I don't think I've ever seen it start to finish.
So how the hell do you know it's good? The first 20 minutes are very entertaining and lively. The rest of it is just nonsense. It's not entertaining. It's not cute. There's no animation. It's just a bunch of Brits prattling on about nothing.
It still is better watching that than the crap that they put on television on New Year's Eve.
Perhaps. We had to put on Wreck-It Ralph 2 just to calm my daughter down, which was excellent.
Yeah. The stuff they have...
can do no wrong.
I'm not a fan. I would.
Oh, she's very good.
I'd make her breakfast, but I wouldn't watch it. Anyway, the stuff that was on New Year's this year, we were
call you in for pancakes.
We were channel surfing a lot, and there was the Seacrest, and there was like a TikTok viral video thing that was actually very entertaining, but it was only from like 8 to 10. And then there was who was it? The Community guys were doing it.
What community? The show Community? Or like...
No. Ken Jeong and Joel McHale were on Fox. They were both on Community. My point
Speaking
is,
of Ken Jeong, you don't like the masked anything. You got a fight with a masked singer in this house. You just brought piss to a shit fight because my daughter is going to kick your ass. She is hooked on those things. Yes, she doesn't know who the celebrities are. She loves the idea. I love listening to my little 6-year-old yell, "Take it off!" or like yelling at Nick Cannon. The Masked Singer is tolerable. As you said last week, but the Masked Dancer, it's god awful. It's
Not
just a bunch of people dancing and then like they speak. It's really bad. But the Masked Singer, Zoe, it's appointment TV in this house.
When I was watching New Year's, and this has happened to me the last couple of New Year's, basically, it either makes me feel really old and then it's this person, and I have no idea who the person is, and the people go crazy, or the performances are horrible. Did you see the Cyndi Lauper performance?
No, I love her, though. I used to see her in the elevator at my old job. She's great.
I would say, now granted, I'm a physical therapist. I'm into injuries. I could watch Tom Segura snap his patella tendon and left humerus 1,000 times than I would ever want to sit through Cyndi Lauper for 5 minutes of her New Year's performance. It was this one you really do have to look up. Like, I'll send you a link. It's so bad. Allison called it out. Painful.
See. Did you guys watch New Year's together? Was it a whole Snyder Cyndi Lauper thing?
No, I was in Jersey where we got Pizza Hut in New Jersey. That was great.
That's
we got
the trashiest thing anyone's ever said ever.
Well, we also did like a really nice dinner on Saturday night. Like we went out to a steakhouse.
Domino's?
Wolfgang, sir, take it easy.
Indoor dining? Ashanda, look at you.
It was in Jersey. In Jersey, they don't care. There's no COVID in Jersey.
It's not okay. Not okay. Our family almost went to war over that because my in-laws indoor dined and the bench is emptied.
I believe it. It was such a shit show at this Pizza Hut that when I went in there, we had already prepaid for it online. I was debating.
Ugh.
I was debating, Zach, on calling the credit card and canceling the order.
Thin crust pizza is excellent. It's that crunchy cracker kind. It's real good.
I got it. It's exactly what I got.
She's right.
You said I did there exactly like I said. Put a Zach in there for you. Is that an
No,
okay
but
way of
drink?
Especially when you say that.
Yeah.
I'll drink for especially if you drink for your ums after a joke. Deal?
Do I after a joke? Now I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff.
So I was thinking like I was gonna do like the Native American. I mean the Indians. Anyways,
that's the worst me ever.
Yeah, I gotta work on it. Meanwhile, I had a good Marge Simpson going earlier today, where one of my patients went on a rant about Julie Kavner, and I was like, "Homie, we have to go to the store." It's not that good, but somebody actually really enjoyed it.
A rant about Julie Kavner? This is physical therapy.
I have some patients that are just like, "Oh, Julie Kavner, a world treasure. That is the world." I was like, "All right, okay."
A world treasure.
Yes.
What do they work for? The Camel Corporation? That.
So
Julie
for me,
Kavner, world treasure.
when Patty and Selma put cigarettes out on them, it's great every time.
Yeah.
So something happened to me this past weekend that I was going to ask you about. I'm big into mixed martial arts and karate and different stuff. I have gotten so many texts of, oh, did you watch Cobra Kai? Did you watch Cobra Kai? And I was like, it just came out on Friday. It's Saturday. It's Sunday. It's New Year's weekend. What is your appointment television policy? Like, how long do you...
appointment television
yours
policy?
Is none, right?
None, because I've got a 6-year-old who has to watch Masked Singer and Masked Dancer, Masked whatever. Though Paula Abdul is a national treasure. And she's in the judges in the match.
But she's not on Oxys.
Whatever, she is on Oxys. Nice Jewish girl on Oxys.
She's Jewish?
Yeah, full on, like Syrian Jew.
What?
Yeah, now you're 6 to midnight. Look at you, Laker girls.
6 to midnight.
Yeah, so, well, at least 6 to 2:30. With your
11:45 actually.
It's not bad. But in my house, no. Well, we have to wait for Zoe to go to bed to watch anything. And then I've got a window of whatever we're watching between when Zoe goes to bed and when my wife falls asleep on the couch. That's right, I said it, and she's still listening because it's not 9 o'clock yet. We lose Jenna at 9 to This Is Us. We lose a This Is Us face-off. So whatever I watch, I can only watch in about a 2-hour span. So it takes forever to watch a show. Thank God The Queen's Gambit was like 7 episodes and done. You can bang it out. That was good.
Are you reading Ron Katz just dropped The Masked Moil? I would watch that. I would watch
that.
The Masked
You
Moil.
watch people falling and breaking their arms, but you wouldn't watch a masked guy snipping some little kid's schwanz? Absolutely.
I literally just said I would watch it. I'm like, this sounds incredible.
Fun. Yeah, it sounds fantastic.
I'm just surprised. As far as appointment television goes, like, I feel like you have a week, you have a couple of weeks. The only thing was ever like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones, like you get one day. If you haven't seen it by Monday, Tuesday, I don't care about you.
Yeah, it's tough for me to do appointment TV. So, Jenna, screw you, Zach. Yeah, whatever. The thing like with the boys, because she didn't want to watch it after the first 10 minutes of the first episode, was fantastic because I could then bang them out like a few in a row, stay up late and watch them. I can't watch one without her. She always says, "Oh, watch without me. I'll catch up." Well, no, you won't. You barely know how to use Netflix, Jenna. So you won't catch up. You'll just be behind, and then it's the whole thing.
This is great that he is yelling at his wife, who's, I don't know.
In the other room.
In the other room. Afangul, hey! Esquifus. I don't know.
So I'm not able to do appointment TV. It's not like Seinfeld. Everyone had to watch at the time, or else like you had to call your mom to tape it for you.
I have a patient right now who has zero. I love this guy. He's great. Zero self-control.
She just came in to yell at me.
My guy I'm working with right now, every single thing that we're ever talking about, anything that we're ever like, he goes, "Oh, I've already Googled and I know what happens at the end." Like he'll start a series like Queen's Gambit and then he'll read the synopsis for episode 8 when he's watching episode 1. And I'm like, I don't get you, dude. I do not get that at all.
I don't know how he's managed to stay single all these years.
Happily married, believe it or not. Really, and a really good guy. I just, as far as like
who ruin it for themselves? It's like sadistic.
He has no self-control. I don't know.
No self-control? Is he a good time to go out with, like party with? Is he a maniac off the clock?
He's a patient of mine. I'm not going to elaborate from there, but I don't know. I had a patient one time where this was like last year, 2 years ago, mid Game of Thrones, like the ending of it. And I'm talking, it's again like Wednesday. So it's Sunday to Wednesday, and I'm telling my patient, I was like, oh my God. So the scene where, and the guy 3 machines over turns and goes, can you not talk about this? And I said, dude, it's Wednesday. And he goes, I said, what type of guy has not watched Game of Thrones by Wednesday? And he stands up and goes, a guy whose girlfriend is in Europe and he's waiting for her to come back to watch it together. I was like,
wow, he's a keeper.
I tell you. That was the only time I bit my...
king of the hub.
Oh, definitely.
Girlfriend's in Europe and...
All right, well, I feel bad. Normally we do trivia at the end, but I see Samanda backstage looking so eager to get in on this. Okay. I think we should do the trivia right now while my sister's still awake, while we can have some fun, and then we'll get back to the more things. Samanda, backstage, welcome back.
There she is.
Oh, you brought me back. Yay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can see you back.
You're all pregnant. You look glowing. As they say.
Thank you. And I mean, my husband watches TV shows without me all the time when he says he's not supposed to. So
I give it 6 months.
They've been married forever.
Yeah, 6 more months.
6 more. Yeah. We'll see.
All right.
I might not make it through this episode. She's going to kill me in there when This Is Us is over.
Yeah, but This Is Us you can. I'm going to watch it tomorrow.
See? Watch it tomorrow, Jenna.
I just feel bad. I feel bad because Samanda, Allison, they go to sleep early. Samanda being very pregnant. I figured let's get this party going. Are you guys ready for today's trivia?
Boy or girl, by the way? What are we working with here?
We're having a girl. My first one's a boy, so we'll have one of each.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, because Samanda is having a girl, I decided to do a trivia where all the answers are the answers of women's names. So we are doing women's names are the answers. And just to give, this isn't so fair. So I figured I would give you both a hint for you. These are all the names of women that typically attended Friday night dinner at my bubby's house. Okay, so
Ruth, Ethel, Gert.
Nah.
No.
Well, listen, Zach, I don't think that I'm giving Amanda or Samanda a particular advantage here. Maybe if you got to know me a little bit better as a friend, you would know people in my family and you'd be able to get these, but you might be able to sneak in an answer here and there.
Sneak in an answer.
All right, should we let Zach guess first before I give an answer?
Absolutely.
Name names. I don't actually just, you don't give him a build up. I just have to start throwing out old lady Jewish names.
It's our not- Zach. Alan doesn't know this, but I have a few questions for him when he's done with his trivia.
Oh, for me or for Zach?
Well, I don't know if Zach's going to get them. I think he's going to enjoy them.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's for Alan.
All right.
His V-neck, because I got some questions still.
5 questions. Women's first names are the answer. Question number 1, Zach. I am looking for the name of the Australian term for a woman or lady. The Australian term for a woman or lady, when you go to Outback and you get to the bathrooms, it usually says blokes for this way, and the women's restroom has a woman's name written on it. Zach?
A woman's name?
It is a woman's name. She was at every Friday night dinner at my bubby's house.
I wasn't invited.
She also would love you.
That's not to love. Everyone loves me except Allison. Anyway, I was going to say lassies, but a woman's name?
3.
Gertie's.
2. Incorrect. Amanda for the steal?
Sheila.
It is a Sheila. That is very correct, as typically named after my Aunt Sheila. Very good. Amanda, that was amazing. I didn't know if you would get that. Good job.
After your Aunt Sheila, that's hot.
They're not named after, but that is the term. Listen, I can't wait till
Were you there when they named the bathrooms?
Look, my Aunt Marlene knew it. She knew it was Sheila. Very good. Allison knew it was Sheila. Everybody knew it's a Sheila. Hey, that's Sheila over there.
Okay, go on. 0 for 1.
All right, Zach, number 2. I am looking for a singer-songwriter from the 1970s. She was married to James Taylor, and her biggest hit was "You're So Vain."
I met her. Carly. Are we going for Carly or Simon? What are their names?
First name.
Carly.
First name is Carly. Amanda?
Carly Alyssa, to be exact.
Well, Carly Alyssa is our actual cousin. No, Carly Simon, who is the name of my cousin, but they spell the first name differently. Carly Simon, very good. Zach, finally on the board. Amanda, 2 for 2, babe. You're killing this. You're doing great.
This is great. I didn't have to study or anything.
Question.
So Spider Family trivia. I wanted you getting kicked in the nuts, not old ladies' names. Go on.
Question.
Wait, Allison, why'd you spell it wrong?
Because it's Carly Simon is spelled incorrectly. So Ron Katz jumping in also got it. Number 3. I'm looking for the American performer who rose to fame as a fly girl on In Living Color and also starred in the 1997 Selena biopic. First name?
Jennifer.
Amanda?
It is Jennifer for the win.
It is Jennifer, my cousin Jennifer. Also was at every Friday night dinner at my Bubby's house. Good job,
Is
Zach.
Bubby
You got
still alive?
Yeah, like 90-some years old.
So when Corona ends and Bubby has started something, we got to do a Booze Your Daddy group at Bubby's house. We're going down to Maryland. Anyone in the comments?
We can go to she lives in an apartment building, but she likes to have people in the community center, and she would love to host you there.
She would love to have you. She would sit you on that couch and make you watch the security camera.
Even better. Oh, I would love to watch the security camera. Oh, they don't look nice. They don't look. They should be in this house. Should we call the man, the guy?
She only likes it when she sees like an ambulance come up or something exciting.
It's true. Exciting. Like
Question number 4. I am looking for the Spanish word for beautiful. Zach, the Spanish word for beautiful.
You had a Aunt Bonita?
I did not have an Aunt Bonita, Amanda, but did I have an aunt? Or you have an aunt. I don't have an aunt. You do.
I'm a waspy Jew. I say aunt.
Linda.
Ay, que linda, papi. Very nice. My mother named Linda, who Amanda had at Bubby's dinner every Friday night. Amanda, 4 for 4. You're killing it. Zach, you're a putz. You only got 2 so far.
I want to meet Aunt Bonita.
All right. Question number 5.
I think like Spanglish up here. It's like...
I saw a great video the other day where they basically compared Spanglish. They said most Spanish words, a lot of them kind of are Spanglish, and if you just say it slowly. So they said this person used the word bistec in a sentence. It's like, bistec. I had no idea that bistec is beefsteak. Like that.
You can make him sound like Hank Azaria.
Ay, que papi.
An Orioles water bottle. You were just topping tails.
Love it.
I have a water bottle, yes.
Yeah, it's Orioles though, isn't it?
No. Oh, it's a Peloton sticker, not water.
Oh, I saw big.
Oh, is that a real Peloton official sponsored water, or is that just a water bottle that you put a Peloton sticker on?
They don't. Yeah, just a water bottle that I put a Peloton sticker on.
That's a douche move then.
Why? They give you the stickers. Where are you supposed to put them?
I can think of a place.
Tell you what to put them. Yeah, exactly. Hi-oh, walk into that one.
Hey, look at exactly.
Drink.
Question number 5. She played Dorothy in the original Wizard of Oz. Zach, first name?
Dorothy in the original Wizard of Oz. Oh my God, why am I blanking? I'm like retarded. Oh, I can't say that. People get mad when you say that word. I'm not.
Do you say "Oh my God"? I didn't hear what you said.
Sure, let's go with. You'll hear it on the playback. I said something I'm not supposed to say these days. And Judy.
Samanda?
Garland.
Judith. Judith is correct.
Judith is correct.
Is it Judith or did you go by Judy? Because I said Judy.
You both get a point for it. It was my Aunt Judy who also was at all. Amanda, you killed this. 5 for 5, babe. What an amazing job.
Well, I got some good ones for you.
All right, here we go.
Oh, all right. So Alan, as you know, is a huge Baltimore fan. Orioles, to be exact. So I'm wearing specific for Orioles. And I know how Zach liked to stump him, so I figured let's give Alan some Orioles trivia and see how big of a fan he actually is.
I think Zach should have to answer these as well, but okay.
All right, let's go.
So I have 4 questions here, and we'll see 4 out of 4 how many Alan can get right. And I think that you'll like these. Okay? Okay, number 1.
How proud she is of herself. So smug over there.
I'm very proud of myself because I spent today doing this.
Oh, okay. Not taking care of your 2-year-old, but okay.
Well spent.
We sent him to daycare, and this is what my job paid me to do today.
All right, here we go.
What year did the Baltimore Orioles first win 100 games in a season?
Not in the last couple of years. I'd be guessing. I have no idea. Let's go with 96.
I'm gonna say the first time they won 100 games in a season was probably 69 when they lost to the Mets.
Zach beating Alan on the Orioles trivia. He is right.
All right, go
Done
on.
and done.
1969 when they had a record for 109 to 53.
Wow. Last
Okay.
person struck out in that series, Davey Johnson, Mets manager in '86.
Orioles manager in the late 90s.
How'd that go?
All right, number 2. Who pitched the first no-hitter in Orioles history?
I have no idea. Jim Palmer.
Jim Palmer.
Hoyt Wilhelm. September 20th,
100 years ago. 19 when?
1958.
Yeah.
Not born.
Okay.
I was.
Well, you're supposed to be a fan. You should know things before 1983.
The worst part is I think I've read like 20 books in my life. One of them was the history of the Orioles.
I think you'll. They're
Best
good.
book I ever read, The Bad Guys Won, about the '86 Mets. That was a wild bunch. Oh, it was nuts. They got banned from Alaska Airlines for trashing it.
I've seen the 30 for 30. It's great. Doc and Dwight. It's good.
Oh, that was tough. Doc and Darryl was tough to watch. The Bad Guys Won's a good read. Go on with your trivia.
All right, number 3. Who pitched the first no-hitter? Oh, wait, no, sorry. Number 3.
Number 3 sounded a lot like number 2.
Number 3. Who won the Orioles' first MVP award?
I mean, I'll go Frank Robinson.
Probably is Frank Robinson, but if to be different, I'll say Jim Palmer just because he might have 1 and 2.
Close. Brooks Robinson.
Oh, it was his brother.
Yeah. It was the other one.
Damn
That's
it.
like Smith for.
Oh,
all right.
It's cheesy to be like I met him one time, but as a waiter at the Macaroni Grill, I served Brooks Robinson. Nicest guy ever.
What'd he tip you?
Like 15%. It was fine.
That's not okay.
It was a small lunch. I mean, it was like a lunch. It was like a $90 tab. He left me $15 or something. I was like, all right.
Strong tip.
All right. Last question. And this was my favorite one.
Oh, can't wait.
The Orioles officially came to Baltimore in 1954. Since then, the logo on the hat has changed quite a few times. How many times?
So like changes. I think there's been like four hats, 4 logos. So like
I'm gonna say 7.
You know
No,
what I'm
no,
talking
no.
about? Like they changed the bird and
right.
There was the singular bird, the happy bird,
right.
I'm gonna say 7 because I'm probably missing some.
I think it's less. So I'll say like 4.
Zach was actually closest. It was 8.
This is horseshit.
and
This
didn't
game
go
was
over.
rigged. Would you guys get together and gang up on me today?
Yes,
No.
we slide into each other's DMs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good
That's
trivia,
right.
though.
All right, Samanda. Thanks.
Okay,
you
I've got
show.
one too. In 1997, how many home runs did Brady Anderson hit after his 50 year?
Oh, it was like 9. He had a terrible year.
18.
Yeah,
off
it
the
was
boots.
really bad. I knew that.
I just looked that up. But,
All right, Samanda. That was amazing. Thank you
favorite
for.
Oriole, and it's not JJ Hardy. Who is it?
It is.
It is. I
Of all
just
time, favorite
That's-
Oriole is
oh,
JJ Hardy.
my favorite Oriole.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Ripken. I mean, I don't know. I'm not as big of an Oriole fan as Alan. Like I like the Orioles, but I'm not.
She couldn't even say it. She said, "I like
Yeah.
the Raven
I wouldn't
Orioles."
say Ravens.
All right,
wouldn't
before
throw
you
it
go,
either.
Samanda, your mother is asking, "What is Brooks' wife's name?" I have no idea. Mrs. Brooks. I got nothing.
Judy.
Big booty Judy.
I don't know.
All right. Well, Marlene Simon Schnitzer, stop spreading rumors about T.O. Peppies and type the answer in the chat box. Samanda, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure to have you. And we're going to have people come on for the trivia, and maybe you'll come back in a little bit and do this
was a
again,
great
yeah?
three-way.
Connie. Frickin' Connie.
Connie.
All right. Love you, Samanda.
Bye.
Love you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. All right. Phew, finally got rid of her, I tell you. No, love her. She's
great.
she's like a sister to me. I love her so much.
You seem to have fun.
All right. Closing arguments.
Party in a can.
Sir, I don't know if you've been following it as much this week. The backlash of the New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagle tanking debacle. Can I just say, as somebody who complains a lot, I cannot stand other people that complain.
I can't stand Giant fans that complain. Who gives a shit about them? If it happened that the Jets would have needed to win, or would have needed that to happen, I would have gone crazy.
You're
Handle your
wrong.
business.
6
Handle
and
your
10,
business.
6 and 10, 6 and 10 Jets, and you're like, oh, this was a
6 and
horrible.
10 Jets. No,
No.
but like 9-7 Jets. If I need a team to lose, like I was at a game years ago, first Jet game Jen ever went to was like 4 degrees. The Jets needed to beat the Packers and needed the Dolphins to lose, and the Dolphins did lose, and the Jets won. They took care of their business, but when the Dolphins lost, the place went nuts. So yes, there is a metric, there is a methodology to wanting a team to lose to help your own team. And if the team I needed to lose had tanked, I would have gone insane. However, 6 wins should never get you into the playoffs.
Never. There should be, you know, I understand the whole, like, you win your division and you get in type of thing, but, like, at some point, I really think it should be only if you're 500. Like, if you're not 8-8, you forfeit that seed or something.
No team better than you. If you win 6 games, and so does the rest of the shit league, because multiple teams go 16-0, and that
no. But my logic would suffice. If you do not go at least 500, then it just goes by records. Just take the 6 best records type of thing.
Right.
Which, if you you would get in. I thought that the goal is to win the Super Bowl, and if you are not having a chance to do that, then your goal is to win next year's Super Bowl. I couldn't care less about the Giants fans complaining. I made peace with the Ravens going 10-6 and not making the playoffs. I made peace with that. I just thought I said, you know what? If it happens, it's fine.
Super fan over there chiming in.
Oh, I was rooting for the Potato Skins. I'm all in, although I will be wearing a Chris Godwin Tampa Bay jersey come Saturday or Sunday, actually.
Yeah. You know what? I feel bad for the players. I feel bad for the guys who may not be there next year because
Which players? On the Giants?
No, on the Eagles. So your coach is tanking, and they're trotting out some jerk off. So
you think that they're there more likely because they make a playoff game and get stomped, or maybe win a game or two?
No. They're not going to be there either way. But play to win. If you're playing the game, play to win. If you're coaching the game, you can coach to lose. That I'm okay with. It's a dichotomy. You walk that tightrope of do you let your players down? But if he's back next year, Peterson, and so are they, do they hate him? Does he lost the locker room?
They have a quarterback problem. Carson Wentz most likely won't be there.
No, he's gone. He's going to be a Jet, which is our lot in life, our doomed.
Do they want to have this Sugfeld as a backup? I don't know. I don't care.
Can't you find that out in the offseason? You need him to play 30 minutes of a meaningless game to find out if this kid sucks?
Meaningless game.
It's a meaningless game, yes. But he owes his team better, I think.
No, absolutely not. You owe your team to be... Look, if you are in the top 20...
The difference between the team and the organization, you could argue he owes them to lose. The team on the field is trying to win.
There's rumors that was from the up top, which is fine. He is a head coach that is paid to do the best for his team. Winning that extra game means nothing.
Team or organization, they're different, though. Your players are all out there playing to win. Never is a player who's not on a point-shaving scandal actually tanking a game. These guys are not going to be there now.
Okay, you know who's not going to be there? Player 30 through 50 on the team. The top guys on the team, Miles Sanders, who's their running back for the next couple of years, has come out and been like, I don't like what they did there.
Yeah,
guess
so
what?
Kelsey went nuts.
I don't care. I cannot take the complaining. I cannot take it was unprofessional. If you want to be in the playoffs, win more games. The coach did. I don't want to hear it. Andrew right now is we never should have made that move. It was Andrew's an Eagles fan. Guess what? You're going to be better off because of it. And if you're a smart fan, you want to win. Like right now, the Ravens, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. They don't have the left tackle. We lost a tight end. I don't think our defense is that good. But you know what? We're in it. We'll try. We have a chance. If you don't
better than the Browns, who are all messed up on the COVID.
Wait.
That's just sloppy.
All of them?
Half the coaching staff and a couple of the players, but they got like you and I coaching this game. Because they're trotting out nobody. Yeah.
Do you know? So the Browns are playing the Steelers, who I despise. I root. It might just be a Colin thing, who's kind of my man crush in the world, but I hate Baker. I hate him so much, and I want him to lose, and I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, why? Who's Colin?
Oh, all right. Never mind. Not going to go on about my crush of Colin Cowherd, but we'll just leave that there.
That I didn't know you were on a first name basis with him. I would have said Cowherd. I wouldn't have said Colin. It could have been Kaepernick, or it could have been Colin.
You clearly don't know me enough. I will tell you a story on our next episode. Sir, closing remarks. You told me about something that chafed your inner thigh.
He's a jerk off to begin with, but watching de Blasio dance with his wife in an empty Times Square, like he's just above the law or better than us, and we're all playing by the rules. I hate this guy. I can't wait for him to be done. You think the Eagles tanking was a bad look? That was a bad look. no one can be there. Not that I wanted to be. I've been there. It's awful. But for him to dance and celebrate, he just gets everything wrong. It's everything in me not to run for mayor because I think I could do a great job. And if I can't, I should. I mean, Max Rose dropped out. I could be the next nice Jewish boy in there.
I heard Andrew Yang might throw his hat in the ring.
He's going to throw his hat in the ring, but he doesn't have the same answers that like I would have. Nice Jewish boy. You got a problem? Call my mother. What would you do if the city's burning down? And your first instinct, everyone's angry about something.
I got bagels.
Call your mother. No, Jewish boys call their mother. So essentially she'd be de facto mayor through me, running a puppet regime of just, Zachy, you got to do this for the city. They need it. Take care of the Upper West Side.
Yeah, I heard recently that he's been like called a big racist, and then people are like, he's married to a black woman. They're like, okay. I don't know a single person that likes him. I don't get it. I don't
maybe he's a racist for other races. Not just black racism. He could be anti,
he's definitely anti-dentite. Oh yeah,
he's definitely anti-dentite. Although the problem is that like if I ran for mayor, these episodes would come out and I would just be decimated. They'd show Bouger Daddy footage and I would be done. That's it. I suspend my campaign. I'm out.
You wouldn't run like free Jesus end tables for everybody 2021?
Yeah, how much those things probably cost? My whole campaign funds. Jesus.
I really don't get it. Just to drop a colonism on you, people who don't get it don't get that they don't get it, and de Blasio is like king of that. He is, nobody likes me in New York, I'll run for president.
Yeah, he's awful. He's so gangly, too. He's like 8 feet taller than everyone. It looks awkward.
It's very, very weird.
He's the worst.
Wrapping up, I wanted to bring this with Samanda at the end, but I'll just put it on right now. Do you know what chafed my inner thigh? As somebody who watches The Bachelor and Bachelorette and is in a fantasy Bachelor league.
And I get shit for Paul Abdul, but you're in a fantasy Bachelor league?
I watched what I do is I watch the episode, which was this week. I take notes diligently. I am a doctor. I'm good at doing schoolwork. And then I rank all the girls. My number one choice, the girl that like when we were going to do our draft was going to be the number one seed. She was going to be the Duke of the East Coast region. First cuts. I was like,
that borders on like some sort of misogynistic, horrible game. You're just drafting hot girls.
Yeah. Well, I used to, when we did it for money, I used to try to draft the girl that I thought would win. Now that we're doing it just for fun, I'm going to pick the ones I think are the hottest. Like, absolutely.
I don't get these TV show fantasy leagues, though. Our mutual friend, Eric, and I don't want to go too long, so the 42-minute mark, was roped into being in a RuPaul's Drag Race fantasy league.
Yeah, roped.
And yeah, exactly. He probably started the whole thing. So, and he's in like a fashion company kind of thing. He's the accountant. Like, he's up in like the nerdatorium upstairs. But he asked a bunch of people, has anybody watched this? And my sister watches religiously. And she gave him all the answers. And he made a real run at this thing. They're like, all these like models. And people are like, how are you knowing this? How are you so good at this? He's like,
she didn't cheat though? She didn't Google all of it?
No. Like you had to pick people ahead of time. She gave her opinion. He was going to throw her like 10% for the effort.
I think all this stuff is online. I really do. Most of the stuff you can find.
I don't know. I think there were like categories and stuff. She gave him a good run, and she watches religiously. She's hooked on it. She's not going to go with online. She's all up here. She plays with instinct.
All right. I have a story next time. We'll talk about the reality TV fantasy world. But wrapping it up for now, Zach, another great episode. You brought it. You brought it today, my friend. Happy New Year.
I feel awake. I'm good. And plus, everyone told me I slept last week, so I had to bring something.
All right, people. Thanks for watching this week's episode. Booze Your Daddy. Make sure you're downloading these episodes. Give us a 5-star rating.
Tickle that like button. That's our thing.
Tickle the like button. Daddy loves you.
You go underneath tickle. I go on top tickle. Either way, I don't know. Give it a vote. That's the worst thing anyone's ever done. But do that to the like button. Don't smash it.
We out.